नमस्ते। यो भिडियोमा हामी डिमान्ड सप्लाई र मार्केट इक्विलिब्रियम टपिकको इक्विलिब्रियम प्राइस र क्वान्टिटी डिटरमाइन गर्ने प्रोसेसको पार्ट 2 मा छौँ। योभन्दा पहिलो पार्टमा हामीले 4-5 वटा क्वेसन हेरेका थियौँ भने यो पार्टमा पनि त्यही सँग रिलेटेड अथवा इक्विलिब्रियम प्राइस र इक्विलिब्रियम क्वान्टिटी मेजरमेन्टसँग रिलेटेड केही फरक खालको 2-3-4 वटा क्वेसन्सहरू हामी यो भिडियोमा हेर्छौँ। ओके, सो क्वेसन नम्बर फर्स्टमा के छ त भन्दा given the demand functions of two consumers as PA equals to 40 minus 0.2 QA and PB equals to 50 minus 0.1 QB. The market supply function is given as QS equals to 500 plus 5P. Determine the equilibrium price and quantity. Okay, question फरक त छैन तर क्वेसनमा डिमान्ड फंक्सन लिने तरिका चाहिँ फरक छ है त। So in this question we have two individual consumers having their own demand functions, and we are also given the market supply function, and question is asking to determine equilibrium price and quantity. Okay, so यहाँनिर हामीले डिमान्ड फंक्सनको नेचर हेर्ने हो भने हामीलाई डिमान्ड फंक्सन इन्भर्स डिमान्ड फंक्सनको बेसिसमा दिएको छ है त। सो जहिले पनि QA इक्वल्स टु हुन्थ्यो ए भन्नेको लागि, बी को लागि QB इक्वल्स टु हुन्थ्यो, तर यहाँनिर हामीलाई कस्तो दिएको छ, इन्भर्स डिमान्ड फंक्सन दिएको छ है त। So both individuals demand functions are in the form of inverse demand functions. So to solve for the measurement of equilibrium price and quantity, first of all you need to convert these demand functions into normal demand function. So यसलाई हामीले नर्मल लिनियर डिमान्ड फंक्सनमा कन्भर्ट गर्छौं, त्यसपछि दुईटै जोडेर हामीले मार्केट डिमान्ड फंक्सन डिराइभ गर्छौं, अनि हामीलाई गिवन मार्केट सप्लाई फंक्सन छँदैछ, अनि डिमान्ड र सप्लाई इक्वल गरेर त्यसपछि हामीले इजिली मार्केट प्राइस र क्वान्टिटी डिटरमाइन गर्न सक्छौं। सो अघि हामीले सोलुसन गरेको क्वेसन र यो क्वेसनमा फरक के हो त भन्दा in this question individual demand functions are given as the inverse demand function. So here demand function of A is given as PA equals to 40 minus 0.2 QA, and similarly demand function of the individual B is also given, and market supply is also given. And for the determination of equilibrium price and quantity, we need to do is market demand equal to market supply. So हामीले market demand market supply लाई इक्वल गर्नुपर्छ। त्यो भन्दा पहिला मार्केट डिमान्ड भनेको त हामीले मार्केटमा जतिवटा पनि कन्ज्युमर छ सबैको डिमान्ड फंक्सन जोड्नुपर्छ, बट हियर इन दिस केस डिमान्ड फंक्शन्स आर गिवन एज द इन्भर्स इन द इन्भर्स डिमान्ड फंक्शन्स फर्म। सो सबभन्दा पहिला त्यसलाई नर्मल डिमान्ड फंक्सनमा कन्भर्ट गर्नुपर्छ। ओके, इन्डिभिजुअल ए को लागि डिमान्ड फंक्सन इज PA इक्वल्स टु 40 माइनस 0.2 QA छ, यो चाहिँ इन्भर्स डिमान्ड फंक्सन भयो हैन। अब यसलाई हामीले नर्मल डिमान्ड फंक्सनमा कन्भर्ट गर्नुपर्छ सबैभन्दा पहिला। सो कन्भर्टिङ the inverse demand function of individual A into the normal demand function will give us QA equals to 200 minus 5PA as shown by equation 1. So this is the normal demand function of individual A. In the same way, we have to show the normal demand function of the individual B also. So equation 2 provides us normal individual demand function of individual B. Okay. So market demand function is simply summation of individual demand function of A and B. So after converting them into normal demand function from the inverse demand function, we have got 200 minus 5P plus 500 minus 10P, and by adding these two demand function, we obtain market demand function as 700 minus 15P. So now to determine equilibrium price and quantity, we have to make demand equal to supply. So making demand equal to supply will give us equilibrium price equal to ₹10. So by following the same procedure, that is demand equal to supply, and solving the rest of the relationships, P is 10 is the equilibrium price. So if we substitute value of equilibrium price in the demand function and supply function, we will obtain, एउटामा मात्र राख्दा हुन्छ है, दुईटैमा राख्नुपर्छ भन्ने छैन। If you put the value of equilibrium price in the demand function as well as supply function, you would get equal value of the quantity. So at the equilibrium price, demand is equal to supply. So 550 is the equilibrium quantity of demand and supply. So in this way, we can simply calculate equilibrium price and quantity demand in case of given individual demand function in the inverse demand function form. So what you need to do is you have to convert inverse demand function into normal demand function. Then you have to follow the usual procedure. Okay. So the second question is also similar type of question. Here demand function is given as P equals to minus QD plus 20 by 3, and supply function is given as P equals to QS by 2, and find out equilibrium price. Number A मा हामीलाई equilibrium price determine गर भनेको छ by using given demand function and given supply function. These are also known in the usual form. Okay, so first of all, you have to convert the given demand function and supply function into the usual and normal form. Then only you can determine the equivalent price and quantity. Okay, so question number B मा के भनेको छ त भन्दा whether there is excess demand or excess supply at rupees 2 and rupees 5, and find out the quantity of excess demand and excess supply at these prices. Okay, so after calculating equilibrium price in question number B, what we have to do is we have to calculate demand, market demand at price 2, market supply at price 2, and accordingly we have to calculate market demand at rupees 5 as well as market supply at rupees 5. So after calculating market demand and market supply at rupees 2 and 5, we have to compare demand and supply. If we obtain demand is greater than supply, then it is the case of excess demand, and if we obtain supply is greater than demand, then it is the case of excess supply. Okay, so first of all, solving for equilibrium price requires converting the inverse demand function into normal demand function, as shown by equation 1. QD equals to 20 minus 3P is the normal demand function, and similarly we have given the supply function as well, and converting the given supply function into normal supply function will give us QS equal to 2B. So these two functions are demand function and supply function in the normal or general form, and for determining equilibrium price, making demand equal to supply will give us P equals to rupees 4. So हामीले यहाँ क्याल्कुलेट गरेको डिमान्ड र सप्लाई फंक्शनलाई इक्वल गर्यौं भने हामी P को भ्यालु रुपीस 4 आउँछ. So equilibrium price is rupees 4. Okay, question has asked us to calculate whether there is excess demand or excess supply at rupees 2 and 5. So first of all, we need to calculate demand and supply quantity at rupees 2, and then we will calculate demand and supply quantity at rupees 5 also. So at rupees 2 demand is, so हामीले normal demand function जुन निकालेका छौं त्यो normal demand function मा price 2 राख्यौं भने 14 units demand आउँछ. Okay, so similarly if you put price equals to rupees 2 in the normal supply function, then we will obtain supply equals to 4 unit. Okay, at lower price we know that demand will be higher and supply will be lower. So at the price 2, since equilibrium price is rupees 4, 2 is below the equilibrium price, or it is the lower level of price than equilibrium price. So at lower level of price there is excess demand case. So at price rupees 2, demand is 14 units and supply is 4 units. Here demand is greater than supply, and therefore it is the case of excess demand or shortage. And to quantify or to calculate the quantity by how much there is excess demand in the market would require simply you have to deduct supply quantity from the demanded quantity. So 14 minus 4 will give us 10 units. So there is excess demand in the market by 10 units. Okay, so again at rupees 5, when there is rupees 5 in the market, or when the price becomes rupees 5 in the market, and which is beyond the equilibrium price, and we know that when price is increase above the equilibrium price, then it will create excess supply in the market. So demand at rupees 5 is 5 units. हामीले त्यो 5 रुपीस लाई नर्मल डिमान्ड फंक्सनमा राख्यौं भने हामीले माथि क्याल्कुलेट गरेको नर्मल डिमान्ड फंक्सनमा पुट गर्दाखेरि यसले 5 युनिट्स दिन्छ अनि सप्लाई चाहिँ 10 युनिट्स भयो. And if you compare here demand and supply, we will see, or here demand is less than supply. Okay, so at higher price supply will be higher and demand will be less, since at lower price suppliers will be sorry, at higher price suppliers will be motivated to supply more quantity, and consumers will be demotivated to purchase more quantity. So at price above the equilibrium price, there will be case of excess supply, and in the given question here demand is 5 units and supply is 10 units, so there is excess supply by 5 units in the market. So this is how you can calculate whether there is excess supply or excess demand at the given different price levels by simply putting the given values of price in the demand function and supply function. Then you have to compare demand with supply or supply with demand, and if demand is greater than supply, then it will be the case of excess demand, and if the supply is greater than demand, then it will be the case of excess supply. Okay, so the next question given is, suppose the demand function is q equals to 50 minus p and supply function is q is equal to 5 plus 2p, and question is asking to you to calculate or simply fill the table below. Given table like fill gar bhaneko cha, and question number b ma find the equivalent price and quantity, and question number c ma ke bhandai cha ta bhanda, so quantity demand, quantity supply and price in the same diagram. Okay, so here is the given demand schedule. Demand ko schedule हामीलाई demand schedule दिएको छ, price range उसले दिएको छ 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and with given demand function or by using the given demand function and given supply function, we have to complete the table, or we have to simply derive the demand and supply schedule of the market, and then we have to calculate equivalent price and quantity, and finally we have to show the demand curve, supply curve in the same diagram, and we have to find equivalent price and quantity. Okay, so in the given table, price is from 5 to 25 rupees. 5, 10, 15, 20 and 25 are the given prices. So at given prices, if we put these prices on the given demand function, then we will get at rupees 5 demand is 45 units, at 10 rupees 40 units. So यसरी हामीले डिमान्ड फंक्सनमा प्राइसको भ्यालु राख्दाखेरि डिफ्रेन्ट क्वान्टिटी अफ डिमान्डहरू पाउँछौँ. सो 45, 40 हुँदै डिमान्ड घट्दै गइरहेको छ प्राइस बढ्दाखेरि. इन द सेम वे, इफ यु सब्स्टिट्युट value of these different prices on the quantity on the supply function, then you will obtain quantity supplied in the market. So substituting 5 on the given supply function, it will give us 15 units of the supply. And similarly, if we substitute 10, 15, 20 and 25 rupees in the supply function, then it will give us the respective quantity supplied by the supplier at given prices. So यता हेर्दाखेरि डिमान्ड चाहिँ 45, 40, 35, 30 र 25 हुँदै घट्दै गइरहेको छ विथ इन्क्रिज इन प्राइस भने सप्लाई बढ्दै गइरहेको छ. ओके, सो क्वेसन नम्बर 1 मा ए टेबल फिल गर भनेको, अथवा क्वेसन नम्बर 1 ले हामीलाई डिमान्ड र सप्लाई स्केड्युल फुलफिल गर भनेको छ. दिस इज हाउ यु क्यान फुलफिल or you can simply derive the demand and supply schedule within the given price range by using given demand function and supply function. Okay, in the question number B, question is asking to determine equivalent price and quantity. Okay, here question is not asking to determine equivalent price and quantity by looking table or by using the mathematical concept. So you can use any one idea, or simply you can calculate, or you can observe the equivalent price, or you can simply observe the table that we have calculated in question number in answer A, and after observing the table we will see what is the equivalent price and what would be the equivalent quantity of demand and supply. So if question has asked to you to calculate equivalent price and quantity by using mathematical concept, then you have to simply make demand equal to supply and following the usual and you have to follow the usual procedure. But here question is silent regarding which method you have to use. So in this case we can simply calculate equivalent price and demand by observing the table, or simply you can calculate equivalent price and quantity by using the mathematical concept, जुन युज गर्दा पनि हुन्छ. सो हामीले सुरुमा के गर्नु, दुईटै तरिकाले हामीले सोलुसन गरेका छौँ. ओके, इक्विलिब्रियम प्राइस र क्वान्टिटी डिमान्ड क्याल्कुलेट गर्नको लागि टेबल हेऱ्यौँ भने हामीले टेबलमा के देख्छौँ त भन्दा 8 रुपिस 15 सप्लाई इज 35 and demand is also 35. So 15 is the equilibrium price. Since at rupees 15 demand is exactly equal to supply, so there is no excess demand nor excess supply in the market. That is why we can simply say 15 rupees is the equilibrium price and 35 units is the equilibrium quantity of demand and supply. So a price above the 15 or 20, 25, there is excess supply in the market, and price below 15, 10 to 5 price कम भयो भने there is excess demand than supply. So only the case of having demand equal to supply is rupees 15. So 15 rupees is the equivalent price and 35 units are the equivalent quantity of demand and supply. So the same thing is obtained by using the mathematical concept. Here you can simply calculate demand equivalent quantity of demand and supply and price by simply doing demand equal to supply. So here demand function 50 minus p and supply function 5 plus 2p, and solving these two demand function, these two demand and supply function, you will obtain the same answer. So price is 15, and if you substitute price of equilibrium price in the demand function and supply function, you would get equal value of the quantity, that is 35 units. And question number C is asking to us to show demand, supply, and price in the same diagram. Okay, the diagram can be derived by help of this demand or supply schedule. Okay, so यहाँनिर प्राइस पनि दिएको छ हामीलाई, क्वान्टिटी डिमान्ड पनि दिएको छ, क्वान्टिटी सप्लाई पनि दिएको छ, अनि यही प्राइस डिमान्ड र सप्लाईलाई हामीले ग्राफमा कन्भर्ट गर्यौँ भने अथवा ग्राफमा सिम्पली राख्यौँ भने हामीले के पाउँछौँ, इक्विलिब्रियम क्वान्टिटी कति हो, इक्विलिब्रियम प्राइस कति हो, अनि इन्टरसेक्ट हुन्छ डिमान्ड कर्भ र सप्लाई कर्भ। हामीले यही कुरा यहाँ ग्राफमा देखिएको छ। ओके, यहाँ हेर्न सक्छौँ हामीले है, डिमान्ड कर्भ इज डाउनवार्ड स्लोपिङ. So this is the demand curve. This is our demand curve, downward sloping, showing inverse relationship between price and quantity demand. And this is the demand curve. Okay, so this is demand curve. Okay, and this is the supply curve, upward sloping. Let me denote it by S. And the interaction point between demand and supply is E. So this is the equilibrium point where we have obtained 15 rupees as equilibrium price. So this 15 rupees is equilibrium price, as we already calculated by using mathematical concept and by observing the demand and supply schedule as well. And this much quantity is the equilibrium quantity of demand and supply, and this is 35 units. So यसरी हामीले एउटै ग्राफमा डिमान्ड सप्लाईलाई देखाएर इक्विलिब्रियम मेजर गर्न सक्छौँ। ओके, अब प्राइस 15 भन्दा माथि भयो भने, जस्तो सपोज 20 प्राइस भयो भने के हुन्छ भन्दा डिमान्ड कम हुन्छ, बढी प्राइस हुँदा डिमान्ड 30 युनिट्स मात्रै हुन्छ भने सप्लाई चाहिँ कति हुन्छ, 45 युनिट्स भइदिन्छ। सो देयर विल बी एक्सेस सप्लाई इन द मार्केट बाई दिस मच अमाउन्ट। एन्ड सपोज वेन देयर इज डिक्रिज इन प्राइस, प्राइस 10 भइदियो भने के हुन्छ त भन्दा अब सप्लाई चाहिँ 25 युनिट मात्रै भइदिन्छ अनि डिमान्ड हाम्रो 45 युनिट हुन्छ। सो दिस मच अमाउन्ट विल, यो भाग भनेको यसले के देखाउँछ, एक्सेस डिमान्ड देखाउँछ। सो यहाँनिर एक्सेस डिमान्ड हुन्छ, यो चाहिँ हाम्रो क्वेसनमा सोधेको त होइन, मैले जस्ट यहाँ देखाइदिएको इक्विलिब्रियम प्राइस भन्दा मुनि हाम्रो एक्सेस डिमान्ड हुन्छ भने यता चाहिँ हाम्रो के हुन्छ, एक्सेस सप्लाई। सो एक्सेस सप्लाई मिन्स देयर इज सरप्लस इन द मार्केट, एन्ड वेन देयर इज सरप्लस इन द मार्केट प्राइस के हुन्छ, अब घट्न थाल्छ। कहाँसम्म प्राइस घट्छ भन्दा प्राइस 15 नहुन्जेलसम्म प्राइस घट्छ है त। सो वेन देयर इज लोवर प्राइस अथवा प्राइस इक्विलिब्रियम भन्दा कम छ भने एक्सेस डिमान्ड हुन्छ, एक्सेस डिमान्डले गर्दा प्राइस बढ्नमा प्रेसर क्रिएट गर्छ यसले। सो प्राइस कहाँसम्म बढ्छ, अगेन अन्टिल इट बिकम्स ₹15। सो यसरी फ्री मार्केट इकोनोमीमा अथवा पर्फेक्टली कम्पिटेटिभ मार्केटमा डिमान्ड र सप्लाईको एडजस्टमेन्टले प्राइस इक्विलिब्रियम प्राइस स्टेबल हुन्छ, अनि यसरी मार्केट स्टेबल भइराख्छ भन्ने एउटा एजम्सन हो। यसरी मार्केटले वर्क गर्छ भन्छ, यसलाई चाहिँ हामीले मार्केट मेकानिजम पनि भन्छौँ। सो यसरी हामीले सबै क्वेसनहरू गर्न सक्छौँ। अब यति बुझे पछाडि यो मार्केट इक्विलिब्रियमसँग रिलेटेड क्वेसनहरू जति पनि छन् अलमोस्ट यस्तै खालको मात्रै क्वेसन्सहरू आउँछ। सो क्लास 11 को लागि यो सफिसियन्ट हुन्छ भने ब्याचलर लेभलको स्टुडेन्टहरूले पनि यसलाई चाहिँ कतिपय कुराहरू यही पनि सोध्न सक्छ ब्याचलरमा पनि होइन, नत्र आफ्नो कन्सेप्चुअल क्ल्यारिफिकेसनको लागि यो भिडियोहरू काम लाग्छ। ओके, थ्याङ्क यू सो मच।